And welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the continuation, the second half of World Team League 2023 Qualifier Day 1. We just wrapped things up with Team Brody versus Team Gosu, and now we are getting into the main event. We're getting into the CranKy Ducklings versus Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yes.
Let's go.
I don't know what you want me to say. As spawning here in the top left-hand corner of the map, representing the CranKy Ducklings today, this is GogojOey.
Let's go, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon. Oh, he's let's go. We have the Taiwanese Terran player representing Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and their own duckling, Donald Duck. It is Eternity. Oh, look at it.
I can't. I'm actually speechless.
Oh, it's beautiful. So, for those wondering, there's a lot to talk about, obviously.
I'm wondering.
What is the reasoning behind this team name? Well, I was posing the question to Eternity while we were waiting in the lobby chat, and I was like, mate, what's going on? Is there a story behind the team? He's like, yeah. Eternity, I mean, himself, apparently Eternity, aka he's Minnie Mouse. In the clubhouse. Apparently Eternity is Minnie, but always is Donald Duck, and Zen is Goofy. Apparently. Oh.
Or Sam. Brutal.
Smooch, puppy, smooch. I asked as well, I was like, who's YoGer and who's Rilakkuma? And they're like, oh, YoGer and Rilakkuma, they don't like Mickey Mouse. There's dissension in the ranks, puppy.
I did see YoGer still representing waifu.
He doesn't want to let go of his waifu, you know? It's a hard process, you know, it's hard to let go.
Yeah, wise man. No waifu, no laifu.
Oh my god. But yes, we are getting into game number 1 here in this best of 2. It is going to be on Babylon, and as you also kind of mentioned here, the CranKy Ducklings are rocking up with a bit of a revamped roster.
Yeah, so are we calling them mercenaries?
They're ducklings.
What's going on here?
They're ducklings.
Are they ducklings? Okay,
Yeah,
they're
ducklings. Yeah.
Quack, quack.
Quack. Okay, so we're gonna say more, but we are getting into this, and so far nothing too crazy. Eternity is gonna be going for a 3cc opener here before Starport, so very economic opener against the likes of GogojOey here.
Yeah, very standard opener here, and I think that does make sense against a player like GogojOey that can be a bit more aggressive at times. So totally just going to be playing the most standard build, just going to be getting a good little feel for what's going on here. We do see him as well poking around to get the tumor, and he's gonna almost gets it, loses the Reaper. So kind of worst of both worlds there, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, just miscalculating a little bit there, and Eternity is punished for it, as GogojOey is, you know, just setting up his own third base and setting up a pretty standard opener as well. And maybe to answer some questions we did recently post as well, the lineup that we were going to be fielding here for WTL. Initially, the CranKy Ducklings, we actually weren't going to compete in World Team League, as we recently did disband our North American roster. Unfortunately, Vindicta, Dolan, and Patty Mac are no longer with the Ducklings. We still have a lot of love and support for them. Both Vindicta and Patty Mac actually recently rating us as well, so, you know, it goes both ways. You know, we love them very dearly, but they unfortunately are not unfortunately, but, you know, Vindicta, he's now in the Platinum Heroes, and Patty Mac is out there looking for a new team as well. Funding wise, we couldn't quite afford the roster that we once had, and we were approached less than a week ago. We were approached by the ex-Juggernaut players, Ender, GogojOey, and Bistork, to kind of join forces to become Ducklings to be a part of World Team League.
I'm excited to see Bistork. I haven't seen him in a while. He was one of the first pro players that I played against in the Duckling
Oh,
tournament. I played against him, I think actually 2 or 3 times. I just kept on matching up against him. So
yeah.
even though he probably doesn't remember me, I still have a bit of a soft spot in my heart for him, just because I was that diamond kid that he smacked down a few times in the open tournaments.
You said he was your first, Poppy. He was your first.
Yeah, you never forget your first. Even if they're a bit older than you. It's a bit, looking back on it, it's a bit Monka-esque, but he was gentle, puppy.
Yeah, he was caring, like, I'm sure he remembers you. Yeah. Why does this always happen when we cast the Ducklings?
I don't know.
Oh my god. So we will be getting some Bistork later on in the evening, and it's not just Ender, Bistork, and GogojOey, it is also Chappie as well. I did reach out, and Chappie has joined the Ducklings for the World Team League, and we may be seeing him a little bit later on as well.
I don't want to be a team with Chappie. He's lame. Very Chappie. As we do see, Eternity throwing down missile turrets. This is very odd. I don't know if he just saw the early gases and just assumed that it's mutas already, but I don't think there's a spire, is it? There's not even a lair.
Yeah,
His turrets are way too early.
So he scouted both gases at the third base, and maybe he assumed that all 6 gases were being taken. Unfortunately, he doesn't see the naturals, so Eternity is misreading this a little bit, or quite a bit actually, with the big investment into these turrets.
Yeah, he got bamboozled real hard.
Meanwhile, the Hellions in the middle of the map are going to get caught out here. GogojOey going to be able to catch one. Can he get the rest? A bit of an overextended here, I feel like, for GogojOey. If he catches the Hellions, I guess it'll be worth it. Oh.
Don't pretend you wouldn't do it like that.
Yeah, but just because I do it doesn't mean that they should do it too.
You would have kept on running into the Marines. He's not looking.
He's not looking, man. He's not looking.
It's the last thing he'll expect.
Oh my god, as GogojOey behind this did delay his lair, but to prioritize 1-1. 1-1 is already done, 2-2 is on the way, so he's going for a very Lingbane heavy style, and has been able to get a lot of breathing room here, a lot of freedom to just drone up until 80.
Yeah, he's going to be playing Hydro Lingbane and from decently ahead on his upgrades as well. Eternity, also another bit of a weird kind of kick to his build order here, getting his 4th and 5th Raxes very late.
Oh my god, yeah, exactly. They are very late indeed. At the same time, as he moves out, the Lings go for a bit of a run by as well. The wall is not a wall. A couple more SCVs are going to get... Okay, then for the most part, they are going to be defended, and Eternity is moving out.
Yeah, there we go. We do have these Marines moving out. They will have their combat shields in a moment. Their balls are going to drop. As we do have the Marines charging on in. The Lingbane going to be getting on top of it.
Is that like a flip that switches in you? Like, what's...
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, the filter is off, Papi. We can do
it's
anything.
Over. It's past midnight. The slippers are off, Cinderella.
Oh, God.
That's how Cinderella goes, right?
And we do see a force cancel here on the 5th base of GogojOey, which is nice, but again, that is the 5th base that we're talking about. GogojOey, he's fully saturated everywhere else. The Hydras are coming out. The infestation pit is on the way. Eternity needs to make something happen with this push.
Yeah, and it's a decent push, but just 2 tanks. I mean, he's going to have to make a lot happen here, and GogojOey has a pretty significant army. The creep spread's not quite where he would want it to be, but he can still maybe look to go for a bit of a surround to the right here.
Oh, he definitely could, and as you say that, GogojOey is actually not going for a surround, he's actually going for a run-by instead. The Lings are making their way across the map. The tanks are in a pretty decent position, but there are only 2 tanks here for Eternity.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, GogojOey, he's just going to cut off reinforcements and delay. This is beautiful here, just cutting off all the reinforcing Marines and making sure that what you see is what you get here. We are going to be getting another cancel on the hatch here, but the damage here is pretty nice for GogojOey for this Ling number.
Oh, it is. And here we go. He's just going to dive on top of this army. Both tanks are going to be going down. And once again, GogojOey is denied his 5th base, but he cleans up the tanks.
Yeah, the tanks got left exposed by all the Marines that got pulled back by that little run-by. So that run-by doing double duty there, actually just making so much happen for GogojOey.
Oh, it really did, and now Eternity, he's gonna try and tango once again with this army. Oh no, and it splits! Oh my god!
Oh, GogojOey does not care that it is off creep. He is just gonna go for it, and he is running over everything here. 2-2, of course, finished up for the Zerg player, still a little ways off for the Terran player. He's just gonna charge on into that natural and overwhelm.
Oh my god, the Banelings, they crash into the natural mineral line. The Hydras are rocking up as well. The tanks in the main get picked off, only one remaining, and the natural is completely forfeit here. GogojOey even takes down the armory.
Yeah, armory going to be going it down. Looks like 2-2 just going to be finishing up now. So beautiful timing coming out from GogojOey, and an absolute world of damage going down on Eternity.
Oh god, exactly. And Eternity, at least his fourth base was left untouched. He's trying to get a fifth at the same time as well, but GogojOey has the map control right now. He reset the tank out earlier, and as I say that, the Lings once again are diving on in. He wants to try and break this position. Does he have enough?
Well, the splits are good for Eternity. This is maybe a little bit of an overextension here by GogojOey.
Yeah, I agree as well, but a couple of reinforcing Banelings waddle on in, and it looks like GogojOey has enough regardless. No, he does not. The Banelings do get sniped.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice for him maybe if he was able to snipe down the medevacs, and he's just possibly getting a little bit over eager here. There are still some other bases he needs to deal with. I'm not sure if he knows about the base at the 6 o'clock.
Yeah, he has no idea that that base is being taken, and despite GogojOey's advantage earlier, as you were saying, because of this overextension, that advantage isn't as large as it once was. Eternity is fighting back. GogojOey once again is diving on in, and it looks like this time he's going to find the connections.
Yeah, there we go. Finds the one moment. Eternity's a little bit overextended himself on the defensive. He is going to be able to get some Lings in there on the mineral line, and I think GogojOey just putting the finishing touches here on this game.
Yeah, he wants that tank. He does move on forward. Looks like the tank is going to go down. Banelings are going to roll on in as well. We barely have any Marines remaining for Eternity, and it looks like the Baneling up goes to the Marines.
Yeah, just wrapping around trying to get on top of the Marines, but the Hydras, they're going to be able to get the job done here. Eternity just trying to hold on till the last little moment, but it's just going to be a matter of time as GogojOey just continues to batter him down.
Yeah, and as Eternity's trying to cling onto his life, he goes for a scan across the map just to try to see the classic Terran scan, where you see how many bases have been taken and what the state of the game is. Somehow his third CC barely does manage to survive, and look at the vision of GogojOey. He finally gets eyes on that 6 o'clock base.
Yeah, but I mean, behind this as well, GogojOey on more than 90 drones, so he can just keep throwing Ling Bane at him all day here. He has a pretty strong economy.
He really does. 3-3 is on the way. Ultra Cavern on the way as well. The hive is completed for GogojOey. Now that he has eyes on the 6th base, well, sorry, the 6 o'clock base, he is going to just delete it. Oof.
Yeah, there we go. All those SCVs going to be going down as well. Gets on top of these Marines. Pretty good connections with the Banelings already. They are just going to continue to roll on through. This tank could be in a little bit of trouble. The SCVs in a lot of trouble. And Eternity, he is holding on, but is he really holding on? Down to 40 SCVs. Try to get this drop going across the map, but the Queens are going to be able to deal with that.
Wow, the Queens are indeed OP. They take down the man with gun. Oh, the medevac goes down as well to the Spore. Eternity fighting for his life, but there's just not really much left to speak of. He's going for another push on the left-hand side to try and get whatever he can done. There's nothing to really spot the army, but GogojOey happens to be in the vicinity, and he is going to be able to push this back.
Yeah, one last little counter-attack going to come out here from Eternity, but GogojOey, he's got more than enough to clean this up, and I think losing these medevacs would be the nail in the coffin for Eternity, so he's definitely going to be careful here. As we do see GogojOey actually pulling back to deal with a bit of a run-by towards the north side, so Eternity trying his best to make something happen here.
Yeah, he's trying to pull GogojOey apart. The transusers are just a little bit too good. The Queens will not die. The rally is being caught out as well. And GogojOey, despite not being in position, deals with it. GG gets called. GogojOey takes the first game for the CranKy Ducklings.
GG, beautiful performance there for his debut with the CranKy Ducklings, and he is going to be kicking us off with a 1-0 lead.
Oh, let's go, Poppy. Let's go. Yeah, he does claim that first victory here, but it's a best of 2, and Eternity has a chance to bring it back here with his map of choice.
Yeah, absolutely. So might be seeing something a little bit different. I wouldn't mind seeing him maybe go for something like dragon scales and look to go for a 2-base all in or something like that, or just something to mix things up. I mean, we've had the 3CC, we've had that filling out process. It's going to be up to him whether he decides that he just needs to make a few little adjustments or whether he wants to, mix things up.
Yeah, exactly. So for those wondering, these are all players very endemic to the Taiwan, Hong Kong scene. Of course, GogojOey is the best Zerg player in all of Hong Kong, and he is the arguably second best, sometimes the first best, I kind of vie for it, Zerg player in the overall region. It's kind of Rex and GogojOey as the top two. So he is a bit of a titan here in the scene, and Eternity is fully aware of that. They play each other constantly in this region time and time again. So Eternity, I'm sure he's aware that he has to try and do something a little bit different here to try and catch GogojOey unawares.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely going to have to mix things up a little bit, but not a bad showing from Eternity. Just a few little things, like those turrets really hurt him. I mean, he wasn't able to start his 4th and 5th racks on time just because he invested so much so early into those turrets, and it was a bit of a misread in the end.
It really was. It wasn't a good way to start that game off. Maybe getting into his own head a little bit. It's possible that in the past, maybe GogojOey is fond of mutas, and that kind of played into the metagaming that was going on there, and that led to Eternity believing that it was in fact going to be those mutas. So I don't blame him at all for that reasoning. Unfortunately, it just, wasn't the case.
Yeah, indeed, wasn't the case. So next game, mutas, right?
It would make sense. It would make sense, with a bit of a 1-2 punch, I would love that. We don't really see mutas often enough in this matchup. Not anymore.
I see them. They still are. Trust me, they're still around.
I see them all the time, Poppy. Make them stop.
They have gone absolutely nowhere on the career server.
Oh my god. Alright, well here we go. We are going to be getting into our next game, and the map of choice is going to be Royal Blood.
Beautiful, here we go. So Royal Blood, a little bit of a shorter map, still a reasonably open map, but if we can get the aggression going early, there are some abusable spots very close to the bases. So it just depends on how early we can get things going, or if he wants to, play things out and go for a bit more of a drawn-out macro game using that front base as kind of a way to lock down the map.
Yeah, exactly. There are definitely different ways to approach this, and we'll see how this player here approaches it. As spawning in the top right hand corner of Royal Blood, I still just love it so much. Representing Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, it is the Taiwanese Terran player. It is Eternity.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, he is up 1-0 for the CranKy Ducklings. It is the Zerg player from Hong Kong. This is GogojOey.
Let's go, Poppy, let's go. So a strong start here from GogojOey, but, despite that strong start, because of the format overall, there are no vetoes, and Eternity, it is going to be his chance here to fight back, to quack back.
So strange.
I just love that it's duck on duck action, I did not expect this at all. I expected like the Mickey Mouse logo or the pizza or something. It really caught me off guard.
It's the two different types of duck. It's like, I can't even go down this rabbit hole, but
God.
So the way that you find out if someone's a furry, right?
Oh no! Where are you going with this?
Is you ask them to draw a dog, and if they draw a dog with 4 legs, they're not, and if they draw a human with a dog head, they are. So I think we're having the same situation with ducks here.
Is that a rule? Is that like a litmus test to find the
It
furries?
is. It's like the Turing test, but anyway.
Yes, I understand. These are two very different ducks. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
We'll leave it at that. Oh my god. Maybe you're right. Maybe we should have stuck with the waifus. I don't know. Yeah, we are just going to be getting into this for the time being. Nothing too crazy. GogojOey just going for a hatch gas pool. You know, he has pretty similar tendencies to Miyamika in certain ways when it comes to how aggressive GogojOey can be. But as we can see, he is a much more, you know, sane player, despite similarities that other players, that other people draw between the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely on the more aggressive side. He does have his own kind of weird tendencies like mass ultras in the mid to late game. But at the same time, he is, yeah, definitely playing something that looks a lot more like a normal game. And he did play a pretty standard game in that last game as well.
Yeah, overall it was pretty standard. I overextended a couple of times. You know, I was getting some Miyamika flashbacks to the mass lings, just going time and time again in towards the natural. But yeah, we'll see how he's able to switch things up, as once again Eternity is going for a 3cc 111 opener.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's just going to go for 3cc Banshee once again. So tried and tested, pretty solid build. If he just thinks that he needs to make a few little adjustments, that's fair enough. And we are going to be getting a Viking instead to start off with. So this could still be maybe a Viking Liberator. It could be a BC build potentially. There's a few different options from here. Yeah.
I'm catching up in the chat. Did Eternity name change?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
In game, is Eternity's name, is that actually Mini? Did he go all the way and change his name?
I think it might be, yeah.
Oh, we're going that far, are we? Oh, we're committing to the meme.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Anyway, yeah, it's going to be Viking Liv coming out from the Terran player this time. So just mixing it up with the 3cc builds. This is you know, pretty common ladder build, as well as just pretty solid all around. As long as you don't think you're going to get attacked by roaches, you're pretty safe. And oh, there's some roaches. How did I miss that?
Yeah, there's a roach swarm. It does get thrown down here. GogojOey, he is known for his roach timing attacks, and the roaches are sneaking out across the map. But it looks like this Viking has caught wind of this. We do see that Eternity, aka Mini, is rushing back home to deal with this. And he's preparing. He's throwing down the bunker as quickly as he can.
Yeah, good timing on the bunker. This should be finished in time here. And the Liberator going to be used to lock down the front here as well. So he should be pretty safe here. It's a bit annoying. You'd like to be using those Hellions to get a bit more map control to keep the creep back. You'd like to be harassing with the Liberator as well, as it looks like he is thinking about sending that off. But we do have some Ravagers being morphed in, so the usefulness of that Liberator might come to a bit of an end here. He has to be careful not to leave that siege around those Ravagers.
Yeah, it goes to show why Banshees are kind of a better unit defensively here against Roach Ravager instead of Liberators. So you have to be very careful with how we siege, with where we siege, as two Deepers are going to get picked off, and the Biles are going to barely connect with that Lib.
Yeah, a couple Biles land on that Lib. The SEV pool going to be repairing that up, repairing up the bunker as well. Unfortunately, pulling a few of those mules, so just a small little thing, but it can start to add up, as well as those supply blocks. As we do see him looking to land that third, the Liberator getting sent back out as well. So that does look like the end of this little rush here, and the Terran's not in a bad spot.
Yeah, you know, we were able to hold on to the majority of our workers. Sure, we don't have any map control, but you know, we're playing against GogojOey, you know, that's kind of a given. Which is slowly going to get our third up and running. Meanwhile, across the map, GogojOey is committing to Roach Ravager. We have 1-1 on the way.
Yeah, there we go, 1-1 on the way. Overseer is going to be dipping in, going for a little bit of a scout, sees everything that's going on here, as we do have, some nice clearing of the creep spread. So that really, that was a big advantage that GogojOey had going for him.
Yeah, definitely. You know, a lot of these tumors do get picked off. GogojOey does get the full scat off. Just to confirm the racks count overall and what exactly is going underway in the main base. The creep is being respread, but it's so far a great use of these Hellions here for Eternity.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Roaches bought so much time to spread that creep, and it's been set back here once again. So that is pretty significant. And we also get a scout of the continuation of Roach Ravager, so that gives him the scout that he needs to build up that tank count. But he's not going to have long to do so.
Oh, he's not going to have long, but at the same time, the Hellions go for a bit of a run by. They do find themselves a lot of drones here at the third base, and GogojOey is not turning around.
Yeah, beautifully done. 18 drones going to be going down, so if he wasn't all in before, he is way more now. Lovely drop off to the side as well as that. And there's no high ground vision, so this tank on the high ground is going to get a lot of damage done along with the SCV pool, keeping these Roaches in place. And that was a disastrous attack for GogojOey. There were so few Marines here, but the 3 tanks putting in an insane amount of work.
Yeah, again, it looks like the Roach count has been completely annihilated back across the map. The drop is going to get cleaned up, but not before killing the 4th hatchery of GogojOey. And now GogojOey is in a world of hurt. His worker count is in shambles. His bases as well.
Yeah, GogojOey's in a really rough spot. I mean, the supply looks even, but it's not. A lot of that supply is in Roaches, so the Terran with a pretty decent lead here. This bio a bit overstimmed, does need to pick up and get out of there, but he can just abuse GogojOey with these drops. I can head over either towards the main or just drop over here, and GogojOey really can't cover all of his angles. He's just going to have to do his best that he can with the queens.
Yeah, we can see that he's also trying to re-drone here, trying to recover from his losses. At the same time, he's being very active with his Roach Ravager, and he has to be. He has to try to find some value here, maybe pick off a tank, and this tank is looking quite exposed.
Yeah, it certainly is, and there's not that many Marines here, so this third's going to have to be given up for a moment at least, and there's not that much here, actually, for Eternity. It's been, maybe missing a little bit of production with the tanks here.
Yeah, exactly. There was a potential for maybe to get a kill on some of those workers, but instead GogojOey goes for some safe damage. He gets all the depots. He denies all the mining time. He has to be careful. He has to try to get the hell out of here before he loses too many of his Roaches and Ravagers, as he does look to reclaim his fort.
Yeah, and there we go. So the 4th only just being set up now. We do have 2-2 on the way as well, but 2-2 is going to be on the way for Terran, and that is a massive power spike against Roaches.
It really is, and this bio count is getting higher and higher for Eternity. We do see a bit of a double drop coming into the main base as well. It does get spotted ahead of time, so GogojOey is going to be able to respond. Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wounded, sad-looking double drop at this point, so it is going to get pushed back, but it still does more than enough to keep GogojOey at home with these Roaches, and that just buys so much room for the Terran, setting up a 4th, getting a 5th CC as well. So despite having so few units, his approach to this just going to be to mass expand and get even further ahead.
Yeah, and we'll see if we can pull that off, as we do have that double drop slipping in towards the natural base. Not too many Marines here, but they are going to be able to distract GogojOey at least a little bit. Meanwhile, the main force is moving out across the map. Not too much creep to speak of out here, and the Marines are moving forward.
Yeah, not too much creep, even less so here, as we do see tanks and liberators in production. Eternity charging on through, going to be focusing down these Ravagers as best as he can. Small overextension, but it's not a big issue here, as he is going to have a huge economy. Just has to be a little bit careful how cavalier he is being with those Marines, as he doesn't have the biggest army at this point.
Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned here. I mean, GogojOey has been able to recover quite nicely. I mean, not necessarily economically, but he has a massive Roach Ravager army. He is maxed out. 2-2 is on the horizon, and he's going to be hitting a very powerful timing here. And how in position is Eternity going to be? Can GogojOey find an angle where maybe he can find a couple of these stray tanks?
I mean, this tank spread's pretty insane, to be fair.
Yeah, it's looking pretty damn good, but here we go. GogojOey's going to be pushing on in. He does have that vision. He's going to be able to bile down one of those tanks.
Yeah, tank goes down. Mobile's going to be going down on the Liberator. Reactions were quick from Eternity, but not quick enough as he seeks to set up this fifth. But huge Roach attack going to be coming on in. GogojOey just charging on forward, and he is starting to break through the line. But oh my goodness, these tanks just do so much damage here to the Roach Ravager.
Well, at the same time, we do have a drop across the map. Reinforcements are going to be able to deal with that. And even though we had a lot of those tanks for Eternity, there wasn't a lot to protect the tanks themselves. The bio count was looking a little bit thin, and the tank count gets reset.
Yeah, I mean, Eternity's still very much in this, but he has to be a little bit more careful here. That tank count just going to keep getting reset, but a lot of those Ravagers getting focused down. Nice little opportune pounce there by Eternity, and his drop is going to be cleaned up, but it did keep GogojOey busy. It took away from some of that micro.
Oh, yeah, it did take away a little bit. And here we go. GogojOey's rotating back around again, staying on 60 workers. It's all he needs. And he is looking to just power through this third base. Tanks are being sieged up, but there's only 2 tanks.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. We're going to have to pull SEVs. These tanks are in a world of trouble. There's enough Ravagers to bile these down, and that's exactly what they're going to do. But the 2-2 for the bio does kick in, so it's going to be trading extremely well. A lot of it is going to be going down, but a lot of the Roach Ravager going down as well, and it operates in such a critical mass. Well, really, both armies do.
Oh, they really do. And now we're going to be just moving on forward. The third base, it goes down to the Roach Ravager. A couple of bars are going to be connecting on that tank as well. Even if Eternity holds on here, he has lost the base. He's lost a lot of workers.
Oh. Yeah, the orbital does go down, but GogojOey, he is really on a timer here. He doesn't have any more tech on the way. 3-3 is on the horizon for the Terran. A lot of these Ravagers, very high value units, are getting taken out. So GogojOey, as much as he is making some headway, I'm not sure if he has enough momentum to deal the finishing blow.
Yeah, I'm not sure he does either. I mean, he's forced to back off. Eternity is getting another 4th base up and running. He's scanning, trying to find another one of these bases as well. He's going for some Liberator harass. Queens are here in position to deny it. And GogojOey is looking to remax once again with another massive Roach push.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if he has enough, especially if he's attacking into tanks. He might be able to section off a little bit and start putting pressure on this PF, though.
Yeah, it's possible he could try and go for the PF for the time being. He's keeping this army busy. We do see the main base of Eternity landed as his third. So he's going to be able to at least keep his economy up and running as once again the armies do engage with nice dodges on those biles.
Yeah, and I mean, this buy account for Eternity is getting pretty scary here. There's a lot of Marauders, and they do trade extremely well with the Roaches. We can see as well, GogojOey recognizing this, he's going into Hive. He's replacing that Baneling Nest that did get sniped off quite a long time ago and getting his melee upgrades as well. But it does feel like this is just a little bit too little too late at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Transitioning into Ling Bane, as you said, the upgrades just aren't really there for him right now. The economies are still, relatively low for both players. Hive is on the way as well for GogojOey. He needs to look for a bit of a different angle, but the planetary is done towards the top left, and he's actually currently unaware. He's still continuing to be distracted by this drop.
Yeah, this drop is definitely doing a lot. The drops of Eternity, despite not being so efficient, have done a lot when it comes to just distracting him, but it does catch him out of position here. This PF could be in a bit of trouble. How is Eternity going to respond? He's just going to counterattack straight across the map with everything.
Oh my god, here we go. He's sending everything across the map, and even though he loses one base, so will GogojOey as 10 drones go down. GogojOey is racing his way back home, but it looks like Eternity is going to get here first.
Yeah, Eternity just charging straight on through the middle. Going to be sectioning off a few of these Roaches as well, taking those down, and down they do go. Looks like he will think better of going for the full base trade here, which I think is wise, as we do to see him continuing to add CCs, add tanks, and add bio. This does give GogojOey the time that he needs to potentially get into Baneling, so...
Yeah, exactly, and the Baneling speed is on the way alongside Adrenal Glands as well. The Hive tech is done. Vipers are coming out, which is going to be an interesting choice. It's a great way to break these siege lines as well. So GogojOey is slowly transforming his army and getting something a little bit more of value here, but he needs a little bit more time to really refine it.
Yeah, he does, and these tanks, they can just start to crawl forward here, especially with these high grounds, with these corners. He does have a pretty decent tank count here. and GogojOey's army, it is in that transitionary period. And I mean, he does have to maybe start shaving off a few of these units as he improves his army.
Yeah, we need to get rid of these roaches. We need to replace it with something a little bit more efficient instead. Supply-wise, Lings are coming out. +2 is on the way, +3 carapace as well. But we don't really have a very mobile army from GogojOey, and he's being pulled apart.
He is, and we even see ghosts on the way. They're going to help deal with the Vipers, whether it's the snipes or EMPs, and the drones to the bottom right all going down. GogojOey, he cannot afford to be losing any more drones here.
Yeah, 12 drones. A loss that GogojOey cannot afford, as you were saying. And I mean, now I'm sure he's going to be a little bit more prepared. Now he has split up his army, but the damage has been done. GogojOey is going to be on the back foot. He's going to have to try and slowly recover from this. And Eternity, he's been given a lot of breathing room to expand.
Yeah, I mean, we almost have that medevac being biled down there, but not quite. And this army from Eternity, it is terrifying. I mean, he's on a pretty low worker count himself, but that kind of favors the Terran in this position because they just have the most insanely huge army. But this is an amazing fight for GogojOey. Unfortunately, the numbers are just not there to be able to capitalize.
Oh my god, they are not there. Despite the blinding clouds, the Bio army still just evaporated the Roach army. We do see him trying to push in once again, but there is no stopping Eternity as he slow pushes with his tanks and his libs.
Yeah, the tank's going to be crawling forward here, and there's just so little here for GogojOey. Desperately trying to get some Lings out to help deal, getting some Banelings out as well, but he just has to push this army back. He has to get it away from this base. He needs this base so desperately, and the damage coming out from these Marauders is insane.
It is insane, and here we go. The Ravagers move on forward. They're going to be able to bow down some of these tanks and Liberators. The Banelings are rolling forward as well. It looks like GogojOey has finally broken this.
Wow, nice cleanup there. Saves the base and maybe a bit of dividends from that nice fight that he took with the Blinding Clouds over in this area of the map. That was pretty much the best fight that he could have asked for.
It really was. Now he's going for a bit of a counterattack, but is there a little bit too much here? The Biles rain upon the medevacs, but the ghosts have revealed themselves and they do get some snipes on the Ravagers.
Yeah, and GogojOey at this point, he is running out of steam, and Eternity is not going to be doing the same anytime soon.
Oh, exactly. Eternity, he's got his 5th base up and running. I was curious if it was the natural floated over. No, it's all good. It is that 5th, and he's going to be rotating over towards the left-hand side. GogojOey is really struggling to rebuild. He just doesn't have an economy. He doesn't have a bank.
Yeah, absolutely, and he is so far off any kind of late game tech like Ultras or Lurkers or Broodlords. There's just not really much that he can do in the way of complexity to his army because he just doesn't really have the economy for any of that, and that comes down to all the harass that Eternity has been doing constantly. He's looked so strong in this game.
He really has, and here we go. One last ditch effort. The Vipers coming, but they get EMP'd.
Oh. They are EMP'd before they can get on top of the tanks, but GogojOey, he has to commit to this fight. He is in for a penny, and he has to go for it. All he has left is a handful of Ravagers and Lings. GG is called.
GG, well played. Eternity, aka Mini, does take game number 2 and ties things up 1-1.
Yeah, there we go. So that'll be the end of that matchup, and a very strong game coming out from Eternity there on his map pick. Ties things up.
Oh boy, GG. So my heart goes out to GogojOey, but at least, you know, he was able to take the first game. Here in game number 2, maybe a little bit overzealous at times. Maybe just a little bit too committed with some of his pushes, and unfortunately the drop play was just a little bit too much for him to handle. Very nicely done by Eternity to fight back for his team and to put a point on the board. Oh, and we have a series. We have a series on our hands.
Yeah, exactly. So coming up next, it's gonna be the man himself, the man of the hour, Mr. Bistork.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. It is going to be Mr. Bistork, and yeah, it's gonna be Bistork, and he's gonna be going up against. Oh, he's gonna be going up against YoGer.
Yeah, here we go. So this is a matchup that we've probably seen a few times here and there in the Hong Kong, Japan, Macau, Taiwan, etc., sort of regions. I feel like we have seen these players match up quite a few times. Maybe in open cups or things like that.
Yeah, definitely. We have seen them face off in the DreamHack qualifiers, definitely, and some of these online tournaments. So this is going to be a spicy one. This isn't going to be as clear cut, where GogojOey was the favorite against Eternity. YoGer and Bistork, I do think they are a little bit closer in skill overall. YoGer, of course, being the second best Zerg player in Taiwan, second only to Rex, and yeah, he's a pretty like beast in the scene, pretty big beast.
Yeah, definitely. This should be a pretty close match between these players.
It's definitely, as we are going to be setting up our next lobby. Game 1 is going to be on Ancient Cistern.
Ooh, okay. Nice big map here. Does tend to be a bit more favorable for the Protoss in PvZ, but you know, sometimes the rules don't apply in these regions, so anything could be happening here. I know Bistork, definitely a player who likes to be a bit more aggressive.
Oh, definitely. Bistork, he's a little bit unorthodox. He has a very unique way of approaching a lot of these matchups, and he doesn't necessarily conform to the meta. That is what is terrifying about Bistork. That's what makes him a little bit unpredictable overall. So we'll see if YoGer can keep up as we are setting up our lobby here, and I'm seeing now that YoGer has not forgotten about his wife, his bae.
He would never abandon her.
Never. Oh my god. Here we go. So we just make sure the players are ready before we dive into this next best of 2. Oh boy, and yeah, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, Poppy. A little bit nervous.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's going to be another tight series, at least so far. We're going to have to see what Bistork can do in this matchup.
Exactly, here we go. As a reminder, YoGer is one of the defectors in the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. He has not adopted a mantra of either a Pluto or a Mickey or whatever the hell else is in the Clubhouse. No, mate, he's gonna stay true to his weeb roots.
Oh no.
Oh my god. You know, I had some serious regrets upon getting Chappie into the team. As soon as he slipped into the DMs, I didn't realize how much of a weeb he is as well. What have I done?
Oh god. Yeah, what have you done, lad? You made a mistake. As here in the top right-hand corner of the map, player you did not make a mistake with, it is Hong Kong's Bistork.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern. God damn it. Representing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, as well as his very own waifu, it is the Taiwanese Zerg player. It is YoGer. There you go.
You kids and your animes.
What anime have you seen, Asher? What anime have you seen? I know you've brought up like the Studio Ghibli like movies, but like
Yeah.
what else do you have in your repertoire?
I watched Your Name. That was extremely good.
Your Name, yeah, there you
Like Avatar, does that count? Like Avatar and Korra. I haven't really watched many of the traditional animes. I remember watching some in high school, but I didn't know what they were.
Okay. So you didn't watch like you come up to me as like a Cowboy Bebop? Did you?
No. I didn't watch.
No. JoJo's
I'm not
Bizarre.
really into anime. No. I haven't really watched any traditional animes. The only one that I ever did watch that's like an anime is Food Wars.
Oh, Food Wars! Let's go. Yeah.
That seems like your kind of thing because they don't wear clothes when they're doing the things they love.
They don't wear pants, and And you gotta make
it's
sure
really cursed.
you gotta make sure no one else is watching you watch it because things can get real weird.
Yeah. It's not very hygienic. Actually, I watched it with my housemates. I wouldn't have watched it myself, I don't think.
It's really good though, like with the wholesome food
It is
parts. Are
good.
really
I
good.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's just Japanese,
It's just
so there's got to be some, some X-rated stuff as well.
The umami flavors in my mouth. I can't believe it. They are melting together in a way that is rocking my world to the core.
Deeper than the core, Poppy. It's going deeper. Oh.
I just don't like when there's like an old man cooking for 2 schoolgirls and they like the food a lot.
Yeah.
So much.
It's good food. It's good food.
It can't be that good.
What I'm hearing is you want to be those schoolgirls. You want to be the schoolgirl eating the food. You want to experience whatever
I just want to be eating the food, honestly.
You want to have what they're having.
Just any food, really. I'm kind of hungry.
Oh, smooch. As we are getting into our ZVP, nothing too crazy from YoGer, Hatch, Gaspool from our Zerg player, forced to take the unnatural natural, but Bistork has opted to go for a Twilight Council.
Yeah, we're getting 4-gate glaives, and I like it. This is probably one of my favorite PvZ builds. I'm not good enough to play it myself, but it's really fun to watch.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. The Lings are doing a lot of damage here, but they do not get the Stalker. It was a little bit of a risky move for Bistork not to have a safety shield battery, but he is not punished for it. And as you said, for the time being, we have 4 gates, but we're getting more than 4 gates, mate.
Oh, there we go. We're referring it to it before Bistork being an aggressive player and Cistern maybe not playing into things too much. And yeah, there we go. He's going to be going completely all in. It's just going to be 6 gates glaive straight up. And we do have that Roach Warren going down here, but it's a little bit late, I think.
It is late. The Roach Warren just now starts. YoGer has realized that something is amiss, that there is no third Nexus here from his opponent, that something is wrong, and here we go. He throws down a Spine Crawler immediately. He needs whatever he can get to defend as the Adepts are going across the map, as Bistork is going for a 2-base all-in.
Yeah, there we go. Link Scout's going to be poking around, seeing what they can see. The first war pin is going to be happening momentarily here, as we just have those last couple gateways just finishing up now, and the money trickling on in. Here we go. The first Adept wave going to be hitting now.
Yeah, exactly. It is going to be 6 gates in total here for Bistork. The Adepts are about to rock up. The Spines are finishing. It looks like YoGer wants to make a stand at his natural. He's evacuating his third.
Yeah, pulling all the queens back, so this one little straggler is going to get picked off here, and we do see a bit more caution being applied here for Bistork. Actually going to be able to pick off a couple of these roaches. That's going to be pretty nice for him, as he does going to section out the Lynx. The Queen's doing a lot of damage here, but the Shade going to be finishing up here as... Oh, a bit of an unfortunate timing there. The Adepts getting split up from each other.
Yeah, a lot of Adepts are going to be going down in the end. Bistork forced to recall to save what Adepts he can, but he is not done. He's still on 2 bases. He is taking an additional gas, so he can actually start making Immortals behind this, or even go into a Robotics Bay to start Disruptor production as well. There we go. He's getting ready to transition. He has recognized that he may not necessarily end the game with this.
Yeah, but he is just going to continue to throw down at these Adepts. I think possibly here YoGer underestimating just how many Adepts are here, and these Roaches are in a bit of trouble.
Oh, they get caught out off of creep. A couple of Roaches get picked off. The Adepts are looking to shade on past the army as well. And this time, the shade is good. This time, a Queen goes down as well as some of these drones.
Yeah, we have the commitment. The drone's starting to get picked off. Going to try to take this high ground as well. The drones in the main going to be in some danger, but Bistork not really able to get on top of them. The Shade gets these Adepts out. The third base could be in a bit of trouble here, but I think the Roaches are going to be able to get over there in time, or are they?
Oh, there are a lot of Roaches going to be able to push away these Adepts. When they commit to the Shade, they go into the main base and the natural as well. The Spine Crawler goes down, and finally a little bit more economic damage is being done. Another wave of Adepts is warping in as well.
Yeah, and this is where things can start to get out of control, where adepts are going this way, that way, everywhere. A lot of these drones getting focused down as we do have all of the drones being brought back here. I don't think he expected the adepts to say 17 drones are going to be going down. So Bistork, he's done the damage now. Is he going to be able to hold the counterattack?
There we go. Initially, we thought maybe YoGer had defended, maybe he had deflected this opener, but no, not at all. Bistork finds the damage. He gets 17 drone kills. This third base is under threat as well, but the transfuses will barely keep it alive.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have committed to that one there. I don't really agree there with canceling that shade, but he is going to be able to keep YoGer on his side of the map at least.
Yeah, and you know what? We still have plenty of adepts where that came from. The roach count is getting quite high, but we were talking about that transition. The Bay is on the way. Bistork is going to try and get into disruptors. He has to be careful, though, because if he loses these adepts, then he will trigger a massive roach counterattack.
Yeah, this is getting pretty scary. The roach count is really high, and there's not that much at home here for Bistork. Even if he is able to get a disruptor out, I mean, it's going to need to have the best shot in the world. And oh, that was not a good cancel there, but he does get the recall.
Yeah, I think the recall was the way to go. I think the roach count has gotten to critical mass at this point. I think Bistork has to back the hell off, and he has to get ready for the next stage of this game. He has one Immortal at home. He has one Disruptor on the way. He has Blink on the way as well. But we're talking about 30 roaches for YoGer.
Okay, he does have the Immortal. I mean, if he can keep the Immortal safe with the Prism, that can do a lot of work here.
It really can. One Immortal though has a lot to do on its own, so that's why it's imperative that this Prism here is just keeping YoGer busy. I believe Roach Speed, yes, Roach Speed is already done, and hey, look, a couple of drones are going to get picked up. Ooh.
It is really crucial here for Bistork that he doesn't lose this Prism.
Really is. The Prism is taking a little bit of damage. The shields are all gone. 3 more drones that go down. The economy of YoGer is not looking too good at all. But oh no!
Oh, the Prism, no!
Oh!
Oh, the Prism goes down. That is a disaster. He's going to have to spend that robo time rebuilding that now. And with that, the Roach is going straight across the map. And this spells some serious trouble for Bistork. Is he going to be able to hold the counterattack here?
That's the question. We have 1 sentry here. We have a little bit of force field energy. We have 2 disruptors. And we have this army. Bistork, though, he has to be careful not to be caught out of position. Okay, he does take notice of these roaches.
Oh, yeah, he helps him break the rock. That's nice.
He helps him. He likes it. As here we go, both players are going to be dancing around at this choke point here. We have to be careful not to take too many bows to the face.
This is kind of crazy, right? Going out to meet this army on the map, like.
Oh, does overshoot with that purification over the first one. Oh my god!
Ooh, okay. Not the worst splits there for YoGer. That was terrifying, though.
That was terrifying. We have another Nova in the back line as well. Bistork just pushing on forward, just bullying YoGer away from the center of the map.
Yeah, pushing back very aggressively, but I mean, it's at the point where, I mean, Bistork just has no economy. He's not only going to need to push him back, he kind of needs to win a fight at this point.
He really does. He has to make something happen here. He's pushing onto creep. No detection to speak of, so it's a little bit risky here pushing this deep, but he has to make something happen. Ooh.
Ooh, that disruptor almost killed some of his stuff. He is just going to be charging on forward. Big disruptor shot coming out, and ooh, huge connection.
Massive purification over does connect at the same time. We have a Ling run by here. Bistork is losing a lot of workers across the map, but this hatchery from earlier is low and it will go down.
Yeah, the hatchery goes down. The 4th is still on the way, but these Lings, oh, the Lings are trouble here.
They are trouble. Another Nova's going to be going off. Every probe across the map is going down. Bistork is all in, but it looks like he's running out of steam. He lost his disruptors. He lost his Immortal.
Yeah, looks like YoGer is going to be breaking on through, and there is just no economy at home. It seems like YoGer has done it, but that was a very valiant attempt from Bistork, and he did salvage a pretty bad situation with those adepts.
He really did. The adepts did end up working out for him, but the transition points, losing the Prism, just a couple too many mistakes. GG gets called, and YoGer will take the first game.
GG. It was an exciting game, though, and I think Bistork might want to pick a bit of a smaller map for this next game, and we can see what he can get done there.
Oh, yeah, we'll see where he does decide to go, as it is going to be Bistork's map pick here. Yeah, where does he want to try and make that comeback happen? Oh boy.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe. What do you reckon he goes for next, though? Charge all in? The slow zealot all in, perhaps?
Oh yeah, the slows lots all in wouldn't be a bad choice, definitely, and it's definitely something that Bistork can whip out. As confirmation, the map is going to be Babylon.
Alright, so it is in fact going to be a bit of a smaller map here. I think that definitely is going to help him out with those aggressive builds.
Oh, I think so as well. It does make a lot of sense. And maybe he can have a little bit more success here. I mean, again, now the onus is on Bistork to bring it back to type the series once again. I do think he definitely has it in him. No, we're just shaking the rust off here in game one. You know, we're just warming up. We're getting ready, Bob. We're getting the food ready.
Oh. You know what's gonna happen? You know, if that food's really good, if the CranKy Ducklings, you know, if they get the win and that food is everything you wanted it to be, the clothes are coming off.
The clothes are coming off, mate. Let's go. Oh, we're gonna get the climax that we all want. We all want it, Puffy. Oh.
Hey, we put in the work.
Yeah. I have not I have not seen the most recent season of Food Wars. It came out like I think last year. I need to see it.
Okay. I mean, I probably saw like 3 or 4 seasons. I have no idea where I'm up to.
Let's go.
As here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, representing the Mickey House, Clubhouse, and sticking close with his waifu. No waifu, no laifu. After all, it is the Taiwanese Zerg, YoGer.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon, we have the Kong from Hong Kong himself. We have the pink Protoss player representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is Bistork. That's his nickname that he got for playing in GPO. It's beautiful.
What is?
The Kong from Hong Kong.
Oh.
Yeah. He's an
Signed
A.
up, sorry.
So good.
Wait, why's he got... Is that on my CC?
What?
Is this the CranKy emblem?
The Diva?
Or is this his?
The
Yeah, the Diva.
This is his. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what the hell?
It's all good. Yeah.
Animal.
We have the ducks on NA. We have the ducks.
Okay.
I think it just takes a little bit to sink in on Korea because they did just join the team like a couple of minutes ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's going for a forge! Oh my god!
Oh, okay.
He's going for a gate forge opener.
Oh, that's sick. This is really cool. I'm gonna do this to you on ladder. Sorry.
So for those wondering, he forces the unnatural natural, and he's going for a gate forge, which is dubbed the macro cannon rush.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
That's all it's designed to do. It's just designed to force a cancel, to delay the bases, and we just expand behind it.
Like, no, you can't have the unnatural natural. I know that's what you want. Oh, it's gonna let the other one finish. And then, this is absolutely filthy. I have seen this before, but I just, sometimes the depravity catches you off guard.
It really does. As we do see one cannon finishing there over towards the third base. Cannons are on the way here as well. Lings are out, so Bistork has to be careful not to
They can reward that with a gateway. Yeah.
God.
I know, puppy. I'm ready.
And these Lings are doing the best they can, but this cannon is going to finish.
Yeah, this is nasty. This is really nasty, actually. I think he has to fight this. I mean, what else is he going to do? This base is... He takes another base.
Yeah. And you know what? Bistork is here.
I'll cannon that one, too.
Okay, there we go. It looks like Bistork has had enough. Lings are coming out, and there's only one. Never mind, there are 2 cannons here. This is going to be pretty close, actually. Can
he's going to get high ground vision and kill the queen.
He's going to get high ground. Oh, he wants another cannon first. He's getting the high ground vision. Oh.
That was bungled a tiny bit. That's okay. As we are going to be having, heavy commitment trying to take down this hatch. Looks like he is going to get it. I'm not sure if he necessarily needs that extra cannon. It might just be there for insurance just because there's so many Lings around.
Yeah, exactly. Lings are going for a massive counterattack, by the way. This hatchery is going to go down. Bistork will have the option to cancel this cannon if he so wishes, and it looks like the cannon is going to finish. Meanwhile, slow Lings are rushing across the map, but we have a full wall set up.
We don't have a cannon at home yet, and we don't have a battery, so this isn't enough.
This is not enough. This Stalker is in danger right now. We do have a shield battery behind us, but we need another wall.
Yeah, looks like we're going to be getting a pylon there, but that's not going to last too long. And I mean, this gateway actually is in a little bit of trouble.
It is in a little bit of trouble. We do have one adept here, but the gateway is lost its shields. It's going to go down. An oracle is on the way, and we do have the shield battery finishing up in a couple of seconds. Can it save the gateway? Can it save the cyber core?
This was a very lax defense coming out from Bistork, and yeah, the shield battery is going to finish up, but it has a lot of work to do, and I think we need to save the cyber core.
Oh, the overcharge! Oh my god!
The overcharge clutches it out, and that means all these Lings, they didn't really get that much done. They forced out a building, they forced out an overcharge, but they do eventually all go down, but somehow... he's gotten quite a bit of a lead out of this. He's just been droning relentlessly behind this, and despite the success of the cannon rush, it was just a bit too much spent, but oh my goodness.
Hey, there are no queens.
I bet your eyes light.
There's no spore. The oracle shows up. 8 drones go down. The queens finally show up as well, but this oracle has been... No, come back! No! Drones!
It's not safe.
It's never safe, Papi, as... YoGer is on 2 bases. He just lost 9 workers, and Bistork does maintain his lead here. His lax defense was really worrisome, but clearly calculated.
Yeah, so at this point, both players equal on workers, which I don't know the exact numbers, but I think in this range that does slightly favor the Zerg. The Protoss should be a little bit ahead. So there is a small lead here for YoGer, but it's only a small lead. We do see him going into roaches behind this as well. There is a Stargate for Bistork. Looks like he's not going to use it for much else apart from those opening oracles.
Ooh, and this is a pretty important scout. This second oracle does go in and does see the Roach Warren from here. We've got a couple of options. It looks like Bistork is going for his Robo. He is going for a gateway transition.
Oh my goodness, and he just gets more damage here.
Oh my god. Look at the... The food tastes amazing, Papi. The oracles do. They managed to survive.
Today I have prepared for you all to taste Macro Cannon Rush.
Oh my god. It's exploding in my mouth, Papi.
It's Iron Chef now. the ingredient for today, cannons.
And Bistork, mate, he's been able to make a meal out of this, and we have a lot happening, by the way. We have a follow-up Glaivadet push with 3 gates, so, you know, relatively economic, like not very committed, I should say, but he's got a second Stargate behind this.
Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're Protossing. This is how it's done.
Mate, Bistork, he is one of the most Protosses out there, and with this, I expect to be seeing double Stargate Void Ray, and here we go. We have a little bit of a supply block with the first Void Rays on the way.
Bistork, alongside Patty Mac, getting added to my list of favorite Protosses, because I think these weird tech switch builds are so cool.
Oh my god, you just keep your opponent guessing, you know, you come in from one end, you go in from the other instead, you put something in your mouth, you're expecting something salty, but you get something sweet instead. It's crazy. Oh.
I'm just going to leave that. As we do have that revelation going down upon all of the roaches. No nasty surprises in the mouth of... my god. We do have a Nidus here, so that can get the queens across the map, and that kind of negates the Void Ray problem. This is something that we used to see a lot of. I mean, if you showed this to someone 2 years ago, they would be like, oh, this is just, you know, every single PvZ ever, and it really was. But yeah, this hasn't quite been timed out so well. The Void Ray is going to be getting a lot of damage here. The Oracles potentially could even turn on those rays to get a bit more damage. Ooh. And I love this. The Glaive counterattack. 14 drones go down. This is not something I've ever really seen. A Glaive counterattack with a 2 Stargate Void Ray, but there you go.
There you go, man. That's what I'm talking about. The Glaives just come out of left field, mate. Every drone is going down. There are adepts in almost every single base. The natural is the only safe zone here for YoGer. He is all in with this push. The stasis trap not really getting what it needs to get done. The queens are pushing on forward. Bistork may be forced to give up this position.
Yeah, there we go. We have the overcharge, so he's going to try to get as much value out of the Void Rays as he possibly can before that overcharge runs out. One of those Void Rays is going to be going down. The queens, they do have creep to fall back onto to transfuse, so this attack is getting a lot of work done. He is starting to work his way through the roaches. Another Oracle almost going down. This Void Ray going to be going down as well, and the queens, they are not budging. There is plenty of energy left for transfuse.
There is plenty of energy, but you know what? YoGer is crippled. He is down to 5 drones, so we can afford to give up the third base. We can pull back here to the natural. We have cannons, more shield batteries. We have +1 on the way. Bistork can take this slow and steady. YoGer has no other way out of this, as the adepts are still going strong. He's turning around.
What an insane finale to this game. You can't turn around. There's nothing to turn home to. Your home is burned to the ground.
He turns around and there's nothing there, Papi. There's nothing there. The things are coming back home. He's crazy. He's gonna try. He's droning. Oh
no, he's not.
He's not droning. We have more adepts being warped in across
the map.
Yeah,
one more adept being warped in, and I mean, we still have mining here for Bistork, so what you see is what you get for GogojOey. Those queens are venturing a little bit far, and the Void Ray is going to try to sneak through the back, take out some of these roaches. Any pickoffs here is just vital for Bistork, but he doesn't want to be losing any of these Void Rays.
Oh, he has to be a little bit careful here, as he does take some hull damage. He just pull back to the natural, throwing down a couple more shield batteries. He has Immortals coming out as well. I love it. That Immortal is, I'm pretty sure that Immortal is trapped, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, he's protected by all the shield batteries, by all the cannons. Yeah, he's like, oh, both he's got a friend.
They can't move against the Biles now.
Oh, no. There we go.
Yeah. Too cozy.
Oh my god, and so the queens have to be careful not to overextend. They have a couple of transfers available, but look at how beastly this Protoss army is. The Immortals, the Void Rays, they push on through. Ooh.
Yeah, the Immortal's going to start to put some damage down here, and the Queens, the transfuse energy getting very low. A Queen for a Void Ray, not the best trade, but considering there is pretty much no mining whatsoever for back at home for YoGer, I think it's going to be okay. Some self-biles going down. GG is called, and Bistork does it in one of the most insane PvZs I've ever seen.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. GG, well played. Bistork we started with a macro cannon rush, going into 3-gate Glaive Adepts, going into double Stargate Void Ray, and the balls that Bistork had to not once warp in defensively back at home. That was the craziest thing. Every single time he had a warp in, he just warped in adepts across the map. It's like, mate, are you crazy? Like, he has like 5 drones. He's like, nah, let me make sure there's 0 drones, okay? I need to keep warping in adepts. Oh my god.
The fattiness of the Glaive Adepts in the back of my mouth just melts in a way that overwhelmed me and brought me instantly back to my childhood.
Oh my god. GG, well played. And with that, we are tied up 2-2 here. Oh my god, we are going back and forth in this Team League match, and it all comes down to Erik versus Rilakkuma. Oh.
ZVZ.
Oh.
Ay.
Oh.
You're an animal.
Let's go, Papi. You like it, Papi. You like it.
I do it. You're an animal.
Aye, let's go. Mate, what are you talking about? We saw Mixu versus Reaper earlier, mate. That was a banger. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Oh,
That was pretty good.
yeah,
it was pretty good.
It was pretty good, mate. It was pretty good. And we are hopping over to the North American server and Latin America versus Taiwan. All the matches here are going to be played on US West.
Oh. I'm awake, I promise.
All good, mate. All good. So here we go. Erik, of course, not being one of the new pickups from the CranKy Ducklings. He is an OG and has been with us for a very long time. Oh, he is my son. One of my favorite sons out there. He's actually been committing quite a bit of his time to StarCraft recently. Last year, he kind of was part-time. He was focusing a lot on his studies, focusing a lot on med school. But recently, he has had more time to focus on StarCraft, and he's been playing in a lot of tournaments.
Yeah, it's a lot better than we can say for some of the other members of the CranKy Ducklings.
Starduck? just say Starduck. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, sure.
Oh my god. So yeah, Erik has been playing. He's been very active recently. He is in form. He was actually, I was talking to him a couple of days ago. No, yes, a couple of days ago. He was saying that he was actually considering maybe even flying himself over to Europe for young shipping for DreamHack EU. He's considering it.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get some of that EU ladder practice.
Yeah, here we go. And the map of choice here for Erik versus Rilakkuma is going to be on Dragon Scales.
Which is cool. I mean, Dragon Scales is a cool map, but it's still a ZBZ line. I mean, you're going to have to do a bit better than that.
Oh, mate. Let me warm you up, Papi. I'll get you ready.
This is just the entree. What?
What? No way. The course has only just begun. Oh my god.
Need the weird like side-scrolling fade as it goes to like the next scene.
Oh my god, and as we get into this, I want to give a massive shout out to Blaker Dues in the chat for the 500 bits. Thank you so much, Blaker Dues, for the bits, for the support, as we are going to be getting ourselves into this. And oh my god, the waifus are following us around. They weren't kidding. So again, it was YoGer and Rilakkuma who defected, who did not conform with the Mickey Mouse, who stuck with the waifus. And I don't know if you've seen Rilakuma's name on America. On the Americas.
Oh, is this him?
Oh yeah.
Towa waifu?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I'm sure Towa is like an anime character of some kind.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no. This is the moment of realization. I need to go back outside.
I looked it up. Towa waifu is oh my god. it's a waifu, alright?
I have to say it, I guess.
I don't even know what this is. I'm just getting a lot of pictures. There's like an Instagram account.
Do you mean Towa Wi-Fi? No, I don't.
Not what we're looking for.
Who is Towa waifu? Oh, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god! No, isn't that the same one that was on the Nexus?
Maybe it's the same one. No, the one on the Nexus had pink hair, right? Am I crazy?
And some of these have pink hair.
All right, here we go. We are gonna be loading on in. Oh.
I'll need Jesus.
And speaking of the bits in the chat, it's not just Blakeadoos, but Sync Mama in the chat. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. We appreciate the support. Oh my god. As we're going all the way, Papi. All the way.
Gracias. Obrigado.
Obrigado. Yo, let's go. Fala, galera.
You go. This is your song.
Oh, let's go, Papi, as we are loading into our third best of 2 of this Team League match. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have the man of the hour himself, the blue Zerg player from the land of Brazil, representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is Erik.
And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is representing Taiwan and the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse against his own will. It is Rilakkuma.
Here we go. We are getting into this, and Erik already kicking things off with a little bit of spice, with a little bit of umami. He goes for a pool first opener.
Yeah, a bit of heat at the front of the palette.
Yeah.
The heat, it's almost overwhelming, but in a pleasurable way.
It's burning my taste buds, but it feels so good.
It's burning me up from the inside.
Oh. I think the next time I go down to Melbourne, we need to watch something together.
I'm terrified.
We'll watch we'll watch the new season of Food Wars together, Papi.
Okay. Alright, I'm down with it.
Oh my god. It's gonna be beautiful. As the links are rocking up across the map, and honestly, there's not too much here. Erik, he wants to try and get some of these drone kills. Can he get them? That is the question. Oh, as we get a little bit of a dance. Oh.
Yeah, Erik really applying the pressure in this first game. As he does trap one of those drones, but it does manage to get on out of there. We do have enough links to push this back now. Might even trap it a little bit, but no, Erik going to be able to get those lings on out of there.
Oh yeah, he does slip on out, but behind this we do see a Bailey nest thrown down, hidden by the way from Erik, and it looks like we have Rilakkuma setting up for a little bit of a Ling Bane flood across the map. Look at the drone count. He has not made a drone in quite some time.
Wyatt, is that you?
Oh. Oh my god. So yeah, we see Rilakkuma going all in here with Ling Bane and Erik. He is none the wiser right now. He's going in for a little bit of a scout. The Ling is gonna try and get in. Can he get it? No. Oh.
It does not see what he needs to see, and just like that, we are going to be having Rilakkuma headed out across the map. This Roach Warren really far away from completing. Any roaches that are made from this are just not going to be there in time, but there we go. We have the full wall. He does see it with the Overlord.
Yeah, the Overlord does see all these links flooding across now. We don't have a Bailey nest. Erik was skipping Baileys to go straight into roaches. 3 roaches are on the way. He's setting up a secondary wall.
Yeah, instant re-wall, going for those Evo chambers. They do, of course, build the fastest out of all the buildings. But we are seeing, looks like the Roach Warren may be going to be focused down. Well, we do have Bailings coming in as well, so they are going to help here. Looks like this is going to be the weakest point of the wall. It is going to be going down, but we do have another quick re-wall. The Bailings wrapping around.
The Bailey's not wrecking around. The Bailey's are going to be connecting as well. And we get a full surround here. Roaches are coming out, but it may just not be enough. The Queens are being targeted down. We have 4 more Roaches coming from the main. We have a clutch transfuse.
Yeah, the Queen's buying a lot of time here, and the Roaches going to be getting on top of the links. They are unfortunately a little bit isolated, so they can be surrounded, but there's enough Roaches, and he is going to be able to hold on here.
And this is huge because Erik has a worker lead. Again, it was the waifu who was all in, who had cut workers, and Erik holds.
Yeah, beautiful Sim City and rewalling there. He's going to throw down another Evo in that wall as well, just to make sure that he is completely safe.
Yeah, just making sure he's safe. Meanwhile, we see Rilakkuma backing off, droning up. We have an Evo chamber on the way. No third base yet either. Interesting choice here by our Taiwanese Zerg player. Looks like is going to be committing here with Lings. Is not going to be transitioning into Roaches and not taking any more gases.
Yeah, and behind this, Erik going pretty early into a lair as well.
Oh, mate. Do you feel the mutas?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
It does make a lot of sense here. I mean, he's going to have enough roaches to deal with roaches that come out for Rilakkuma, and then the mutas are just kind of the nail in the coffin. They should be able to deal that finishing blow.
Oh my god, the Overlord barely escapes as well, and I 100% agree, Erik. He just has to hold on to this wall. He's even committing and getting 1-1 for his upgrade, so he's going to get enough mutas to get map control, and he's still going to have a ground army to work with as well. Meanwhile, as of course the red Zerg player has full map control, we have a third base on the way, and we are indeed transitioning. We are going towards roaches of our own.
Mutas, I did not expect this ingredient. It changes everything.
Oh my god. I just keep picturing.
What do you keep picturing? Tell me.
Every time you say something like that, there's a schoolgirl out there that's just breaking free of their shackles.
Oh no. It's me,
or teacher.
It's my what do you call it? My
Uh-huh.
oh, what are they called? You know the things that you stream with, like the avatars?
Oh, the VTuber model. Yeah.
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 That's my VTuber model.
You are Toa waifu.
Until smile.
Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, we don't have to open up that can of worms. We're not touching that.
As we do see, yeah, Erik just continuing to bank up roaches on 2 base. That Spire going to be finishing up as well. So we have 1-1 at roach speed, all finishing up together. And this is a brutal timing he is headed towards.
Yeah, it really is. Meanwhile, the other side of the map, Rilakkuma is going all in here with +1. Carapace is going just straight up Ling at Roach Ravager. Little does Rilakkuma know that nothing shoots up, and mutas are going to come out in a couple of seconds.
Man, we're on NA. It's not whether you're all in is well timed, it's who's all in is better.
True. Nice target firing here. The Roach Warren is gonna go down, but the mutas are here to focus down the Ravagers. Lings are trying to flood on in, but you know what? The choke point is just a little bit too good.
Oh yeah, that is brutal. The Bio's going to be opening things up, but Erik does not leave that door open, and it looks like the Mute is going to be finishing off the last of the Ravagers here. Oh, and the Bio lands on the Lings. Beautifully done by Erik. GG.
GG gets called, and Erik was getting bamboozled. It was a late scout for the Ling Bane bust of Rilakkuma, but the wall was good enough. The hold was good enough, and Erik takes the first game.
Okay.
What were you thinking? What were you gonna say?
Don't worry, this one is not on air.
Oh. Type it to me, Puppy. Type it to me.
I can't even type it. It'll take too long.
Oh god.
It's a video is playing out in my mind.
Oh.
Anyway, with that, Rilakkuma is going to have the map pick for the last map.
Oh.
And he is going to have to try to get his team back on it because CranKy, they are on match point.
We are on match point. The CranKy Ducklings, we need one more win here to take it all the way to advance on to the next round. Meanwhile, the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse need to win this game to force the ace match.
There we go. Exciting stuff. I mean, if CranKy wins, how excited are you gonna be? That shirt's pretty loose already.
Oh. Oh. I don't want to get banned, Papi. Aye. Oh god, but we are getting quite close. We're all getting close, Papi. It's gonna be So juicy. It's going to be amazing if we can make it to the next round. Again, the CranKy Ducklings who made it to Code S before, but it's a new season. It is a new year. It's 2023. Oh boy, can we make it a reality?
Can we indeed? As here we go, the countdown is started. It's all gonna come down to Ancient Cistern here, the ZVZ madness, and I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty confident. Erik looked very strong in that one.
Yeah, he looked really good. Again, despite the fact that it was a late scout, he was able to respond very quickly to what was happening. He was in control after he survived that early game. We'll see if he can do it again as we are loading into game número 2.
Oh, he was in position.
Oh.
Saw that porrada. As here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. It is for Taiwan, for the waifus, for the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Rilakkuma.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern. Oh, going for a 14 pool this time, much earlier here. We have the Brazilian Zerg player himself representing the CranKy Ducklings. It's the Blue Zerg. What does he stand for? He stands for endurance, righteousness, intellect, and kangaroo. It is Erik.
This reminded me of the kangaroo pizza.
Oh.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? I saw kangaroo pizza. Oh,
The kangaroo's good. Like, why does it need to be on a pizza? It's just taking away from it.
Does it? Is it? I've never had kangaroo.
I feel like cheese and kangaroo just isn't a thing.
It is.
Oh.
Oh my! It wasn't.
What's some
that
other
bad.
weird meat that you've had?
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. I'm gonna talk about.
I wish I worded that differently. For example, like, I've had a crocodile pie before. That was pretty weird.
Crocodile pie. Oh
Yeah.
I've had crocodile tail. I've had crocodile tail in like
Oh,
karage.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you had the names escape me now, but the you know the Japanese, the fried octopus balls?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh god. Inuyaki or something like that. What's it's. I know what you're talking about. It's good. It's good.
Yakuzaku. Yeah.
Have you had some yakuzaku? Is that some of the weird meat that you've had before?
Oh god.
Oh no.
Have you had the one where, like, when you have it legit, like, it's still moving a little bit from like the salt
Yeah.
Weird.
It's good. Hey, no, you're alive as the Lings are going to rock up, and we do have the boys being pulled here for Rilakkuma to try and hold on. How good is the target firing? One drone goes down, the second drone goes down.
Yeah, 2 drones going down. Not bad, not amazing either, but this is, of course, a bit less committed than something like a 12 pool. We do see a few more Lings coming across the map, but it's going to be that Bane Nest once again coming out from Rilakkuma, and this could get pretty scary for Erik if he doesn't scout it. This is a lot earlier.
Yeah, this is the same build here from Rilakkuma. He is going to be going for a massive link flood across the map with those banelings. This is going to get scattered by Erik. The difference being here is that Erik doesn't have a wall set up. He doesn't have a roach warren on the way. He doesn't have a baneling nest either. He just has lings, queens, and the spine crawler.
Takoyaki. That's it.
That's it, takoyaki. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. As we do have this flood of Lings coming in. Another beautiful wall by Erik. Man, he is so on point with this.
Yeah, exactly. The SimCity is on point here
That's
to cover. Yeah, to cover that spine crawler, but the queens are going to go down in the end. The DPS from these Lings is just a little bit too high. Up.
Yeah, there we go. This last queen is in some serious trouble. Does find itself a little nook to cradle itself into. We do have the spine finishing up as well, but that high ground spine is not going to be finishing. The Bane gets a very good connection. The Ling just shreds through all those weakened drones.
Oh my god, yeah, and that may just be a little bit too much. A lot of drones go down. The Lings do have control of the ramp as well. Only one spine crawler did finish, and now the main is compromised. You do see Erik going down to 10, going down to 7 drones.
Yeah, all the workers are going to be going down here. Looks like Rilakkuma are going to be fully committing here with those lings, and this opener just did not quite work out for Erik here.
Yeah, exactly. Despite the SimCities, despite the Queens, he just wasn't prepared for this massive all-in from Rilakkuma, and try as he might, there's only so much you can do here as Rilakkuma dives on in, picks off some more drones. We are down to 3 workers. GG gets called.
GG, just like that.
Oh boy, and with that, we are going all the way here. Congratulations to Rilakkuma as he does tie things up 3-3. We are going to the ace match.
He just got turned into kangaroo pizza.
Oh my god. All right, here we go. Now we have to deliberate a little bit, and we have to make a choice. We have to make a choice. Who are we going to send out?
You, puppy. You.
All right. So we're going to need a little bit of moment here. Both teams are going to be deliberating and going to be figuring out who we want to be sending out. We can also, if you want, while we think about this, who do we think that Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is going to send out as the ace player?
Pete.
What are you saying right now? What's going on? It is getting late. I just realized. I apologize. Actually, we got swept away in the moment. I didn't realize how late it was.
That's fine.
Oh god.
Yeah, Pete.
Pete. All right.
The big cat.
The big cat himself. Oh boy, it's a bit of a tough one. They've got Eternity, they've got YoGer, they've got Rilakkuma as well. Who do we want to send out? Who should we send out? There's a 2-minute delay. We can talk about this. This is actually, I think this is okay. I think we can. I know. Let the people in.
Oreo. Starduck.
Chappie! Yo, is this his time to shine?
Oh. Nah, Chappie shit. I liked GogojOey. I feel like he was probably the strongest, although Erik's really strong as well. And Bistork's really strong as well, but I feel like Bistork could get snapped.
Yeah. I think that's we got to go for one of the Zergs. I feel like we got to be fielding either Joey or Erik here.
Mm-hmm.
One or the other.
Rilakkuma SE2 in the chat. Wow, Rilakkuma's so good.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Wait, actually, I bet Rilakkuma is something. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a teddy bear.
Oh,
that's cute. Karu's unexpected new roommate is Rilakkuma, a bear with a zipper on its back that spends each day just lazing around, but is impossible to hate. I can respect that.
There you go. All right. Well, we are a democracy, and the players actually decided amongst themselves who will be our ace player. So we have our pick. I did message the WTL admin, and we have to wait and see who our opponents pick as their ace player.
Oh, lock it in, coach.
Lock it in. Lock it in, Papi. Lock it in. Oh boy. All right. Who is it going to be? I believe our lovely admin will be letting us know. And yeah, it's coming down to the wire, all the way, Papi.
Oh yeah. It's intense. Oh. My goodness.
What else have you? What other anime have you watched, Asher?
Oh,
Have you seen the classics? Have you seen like your Pokemon, your Sailor Moon, your Dragon Ball Z, like the mainstream stuff?
No.
No.
I watched like in the last few years. I watched like a tiny bit of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I started watching them a bit with Emma. I just watched like the first season of each.
Yeah.
Pokemon was weird.
Mm-hmm.
It was really weird. It was a lot weirder than I thought it would be.
The first season of Pokemon is weird because it's a lot of like not stuff that you would expect if you play the games. Like
yeah.
I always remember it's a meme where I think like Ash he's getting ready for like the Thunder Badge and he like goes to like a watermill with Pikachu and he plugs him in to like get Hydro power or something from the mill. It's like, oh, okay. I guess this is happening.
The old toaster bubble bust trick.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I watched like a bit of that. I feel like I didn't get that into it. I watched a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Yu-Gi-Oh is good. Yu-Gi-Oh's the right amount of silly. Like it's actually a good watch still.
Yeah, mate. So you only saw Duelist Kingdom of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I watched like none of Yu-Gi-Oh. I've seen like 5 episodes, but it was pretty good. I'll watch more.
Mate, season 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh is where it peaks. Battle City, that's peak Yu-Gi-Oh, man. That gets crazy.
Yeah, it's over dramatic and dumb, but in the right way.
Exactly. It's great.
Have I seen anything else? I watched like some of the Dragon Ball Z movies, but like, it's funny actually. I wasn't allowed to watch it as a kid because it was too violent, and then I ended up doing fighting. So like, I don't think it worked.
Oh, smooch. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, the Dragon Ball Z it's a classic. It's still going on right now, unfortunately. Super is not. It's not worth it. I don't know. It doesn't live up to the original, unfortunately. It's more. You know what? I get the feeling of Dragon Ball Super. It's the same as like Star Wars sort of thing. Where it's like it was a great franchise, but we're kind of milking it a little bit at this point, and we just keep going. Oh.
I don't know which movie I watched, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
Rufus is here.
Rufio, hello, Rufus. Hello. He's awake at 3 a.m. He's crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, he's my cat. He gets an extra meal at this time of night. Because his meals are small, so he gets a bit restless around now. Yeah, I don't know. I was just never that into animes. There's just too much of it. Like, it just takes too long to get through it. My attention span's not that good.
I agree. That's the biggest problem with anime for me, anyway. Is that it isn't just that there's so much of it. It's also that at least for myself, I typically don't listen to the dub. I listen to the sub. I watch the sub, which means that you have to like read. You have to like be present physically and mentally, and your attention has to be focused on it. You can't like do something else at the same time, like with like another Netflix show, for example. You gotta be attentive, and it's like,
yeah, I can't read while I'm watching things.
I want to do something else. At the same time.
No, I just watched white shows. Honestly, I watched a lot of TV shows, but I watched all the white ones. I was watching like
Parks and Rec.
Mostly British TV, actually.
Oh, okay. The Office, maybe.
No, actually,
Mavis?
I didn't really like the British Office. Nah, like have you heard of the Mighty Boosh?
I have heard of it.
Yeah, like the Mighty Boosh and like Skins and Misfits and all this kind of stuff.
Oh, Misfits was great. I mean,
yeah, Misfits is good.
I think I've only seen like the first 2 seasons. Because they start like getting rid of a lot of the OG cast members, and it kind of lost me a little bit. But
although like once it gets into like all the time travel and stuff, it gets a bit weird.
Yeah. Good premise there.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, here we go. We finally have our ace players, mate. Let's go, Bobby. It all comes down to this. It is going to be Erik versus Eternity.
Did you know the map when you picked the player?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It makes sense. I bet he's got something prepared for it.
No. I hope so. I'll let him know as well, because we didn't know who we would play against. As I believe Eternity does need to come over to our server as well.
Oh.
Maybe waiting somewhere else.
In the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
I mean, he was mini. Yeah, he is mini. There you go.
Oh, does Advent Children count as anime?
Kind of.
The Final Fantasy movie.
I mean, yeah, sure. I guess.
Animated. Japanese, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I guess it's okay. it's an okay movie. It's an okay movie. Did you play?
I liked it at the time. I haven't gone back to it.
Yeah.
I played Crisis Core first. That was my first Final Fantasy game, and I loved Crisis Core. And then I've played most of the original 7, and I played the remake that came out a couple years ago too.
Most of the original 7. Okay, nice. Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I never finished, like, when I was in high school. I played a lot of like Final Fantasy 1 to 4, but like I never finished any of them. Like I like I played them, but yeah.
They're kind of their own thing anyway. I feel like they don't really fit in the story as much as like 7 onwards does.
Yeah, for sure.
I played a bit of 13 as well. 13 was pretty cool.
13 was visually cool. It was visually cool. The story, okay, I got triggered.
Well, I don't care that much about the story anyway.
That's fair. Like the thing I loved about 13 was the music. I loved the music in 13. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I haven't really gotten into the story in 14 yet. I really liked the story in 7, but I think it's a lot more. It's very concise. Like, it's a very tight story.
For sure. Fair enough. All right. Well, we apologize for the delay. It took a while for us to get everything sorted and figure everything out, but the players are ready. The ace match is underway. It's going to be taking place on Neo Humanity, and it is going to be a TVZ.
Yeah, that it is. A TVZ on Neo Humanity, quite a treat. Not something you get to see every day. And I think for both players, it's really going to come down to, do they have something special prepared for this map?
Oh boy. Yeah, we're about to find out as we are getting into this, and Eternity is revealing to us his American name. It is Mini. Oh.
But here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. He is playing for the CranKy Ducklings. He's going to try to get us once again into that code S. Are we going to be able to do it? Can we get off on the first step of this journey? It is for the CranKy Ducklings, Erik.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have the Taiwanese Terran player representing.
Paused.
Asking for a pause. Oh, as we have some hotkey issues here, so just gonna let him resolve it. Again, I'm sure Eternity doesn't play too often here on the American server.
Rufus.
Oh, hello, Rufus. Hello. How old is Rufus, by the way? I'm sure there are a lot of people watching here that maybe don't know Rufus.
Would it be like 7 maybe?
7. Oh, that's a decent.
I think so.
Okay.
Pretty like in the middle age.
Oh, it's been around, Pop. It's been around.
Yeah.
Okay, he's beautiful.
And yeah. He's hungry. Oh, okay. We need to regame.
Yeah, we're gonna read. It looks like Eternity didn't log into the correct account, and is gonna be switching accounts. So you can resolve any kind of hotkey issues.
Easy. Mini. Amazing. I feel like I've seen this clan before. It's a bit. I'm putting together strands that I don't want to put together here.
It's okay. All right, so we're just gonna be setting this up. And yeah, just gonna take a little bit longer here, a little bit like it's fine. Take whatever time you want. You know, it's not 3 a.m. here in Australia. We're totally not, you know, running on. It's fine.
I don't have work tomorrow.
Oh.
Do
you?
Yeah. I work every day.
I don't know if there's like a Melbourne holiday that I don't know about or something, you know.
No, that was last week.
Oh, okay.
There was actually.
There you go. There you go. It was Labor Day, right? Labor Day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh god. But yeah, we're going all the way. I guess now maybe would be a good opportunity. We haven't actually had a look at the bracket to see like there have been other matches going on, and yeah, we haven't really seen what's been happening. Oh my god. As exclamation mark B in the chat if you guys want to have a look at the bracket, and we are the last. Oh no, sorry. It's we're still ongoing alongside Little Fairy versus CSO Esports. They're still ongoing as well.
Oh my god, what is this team? Mystery.
Oh yeah, Mystery Gaming. Yeah,
that's kind of insane. What the hell?
They're the new big team. They're crazy.
Yeah. I remember them when they were like Nanami and Naxin.
Yep.
But now they have Classic, DRG, Nice, Strange. That's wild.
Yeah, Mystery Gaming, they're one of the big teams, and they're going to be waiting for the winner of this series in the next round. But again, despite who wins or loses in that next round, there is a lower bracket, so we will have another chance. You know, it's all good. Meanwhile, what else has been going on? Basilisk Esports did take down Coda 6-0. Jesus. And took down their next opponent, Marl Esports 6-0 as well. Jesus. Basilisk, they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I mean, that's a serious team. Marl Esports had Soon playing for them. Nice to see Soon playing in this.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. That's Maralekos. He's a German caster, so I guess he.
Oh yeah. I know of him. Yeah.
He formed a team for his German boys. Feels good. Man.
Nice. Good. Cool. Oh, we're in a game. Hello.
Yes, we are going to be loading on in. Any other big results here? It looks like Psystorm Templars weren't able to make it through either. And K10 had a bit of a rough start against their opponents, but finally, we're getting into our ace match.
They do it again. Yeah. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map. He is the Brazilian player for the CranKy Ducklings. It is Erik.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Neo Humanity, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Terran player representing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. It is Eternity, aka Minnie Mouse. Oh.
Amazing. Oh, okay. So Erik has changed his mind and is going for a hatch first.
Yeah, so he messaged me during that break, and he said that because he went for I think it was a gas pool opener, right? Or
gas pool, yeah.
Yeah. He said that just in case Eternity did see the build order, like in the replay or in the score screen, he is going to be switching his builds.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just in case. Oh. So yeah, in the end, we have a hatch pool opener, not a hatch gas pool. Interesting.
Yeah, so it's going to be delaying that gas very slightly. It might have some slightly earlier lings as well. Could potentially, look to do something like run around the Reaper and try to take out the first Marine or something like that and just slow down the CC a little bit. He does have some options here.
does have those options. Do see Eternity going for an SCV scatter across the map. It's not going to take too long to get across the map, and we'll see if these Lings are able to bypass it and deal that damage, and where exactly this Reaper ends up as well. Yeah, as we have, again, relatively standard openers, other than the fact that, of course, we do have that pull first from Erik, and Erik actually, yeah, doesn't invest too heavily into those Lings.
Yeah, there's going to be a couple links coming out. Meanwhile, on the side of Eternity, everything looking pretty standard so far. Just keeping an eye on the build order as well to see if he wants to go for something a bit more aggressive on this smaller map, or if he's going to stick to his guns and go for another 3cc build.
Yeah, we'll see, because we did see a lot of 3cc openers from him against GogojOey specifically. The first Reaper is getting across the map and is going to be forcing some lost mining time. We do see a Spore and a Gas Geyser force, but the Queen is going to pop out here and deny any more of this aggression. Meanwhile, those two Lings did slip out across the map, and their goal here is to get on top of this building SCV.
Yeah, there we go. So they are going to get that wraparound or behind the Reaper, as we were talking about. We do have a good amount of SCVs pre-pulled already, so this is not likely to get anything done.
Yeah, just a little bit of lost mining time here from Eternity, but nothing too major, and it looks like these two Lings from Erik are even trying to slip into the main, but do not get the full scout off. Does see the factory, though, as well as the building CC.
Yeah, so he sees that it's going to be 3cc. Nice scout, though.
Very nice. He dives on in as well to try and pick off this Marine. I don't know if he really can with the boys being pulled. Oh, we'll save it.
Yeah, it does put a good amount of damage on that Marine. And okay, a bunker. Very interesting. Wow, he is reacting very strongly right now.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He sees the third base and he cancels everything. That makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, he just confirms that, okay, there is a third hatchery here for Erik. It's a little bit later, quite late, actually, compared to what we're usually used to seeing. So, yeah, Eternity just a little bit bamboozled for a moment, but does course correct. Yeah,
there we go. Nothing too crazy going on there. Doesn't get the tumor there. That was very close.
Yeah, it looks like Eternity is able to get out of there with that Reaper. Doesn't get the tumor, but at least keeps his Reaper alive. Behind this, it is that 3cc Banshee. It's what we've been seeing game after game after game from him here today in the WTL qualifiers. Meanwhile, Erik is going to be prioritizing his gases, is taking 4 gases and going straight for that lair.
Yeah, okay. It's going to be a pretty early lair coming out from him, so it'll be interesting to see what he wants to do to make use of that. It does look like it's pretty likely to be a fast muter build.
Yeah, I'm feeling the Spire, Bobby. It should be on the horizon. We'll see if he does go for it. If it was me and Micah, of course, we would maybe contemplate a Hydra Den, but that's not really the kind of player that Erik is. He's not that crazy.
Stormhost notice.
Oh. We'll see here, as again the setup is quite standard from Eternity. We have 2 more Raxes being thrown down. We've got a double NG Bay as well here on the low ground at the natural.
Yeah, everything coming together nice and smoothly, and it's cool to see Eternity so confident in his 3cc build as well. But oh, there we go. These Hellions getting a little bit trapped here, and they're all going to be going down. Amazing pick off there for Erik.
Oh my god, 4 Hellions for 2 drones is not something you want to be seeing here. So Eternity does relinquish map control. At the same time, the Overlord slips in, and Erik does get a full scout of the main.
Yeah, Erik making a few extra Lings there, and Eternity getting very greedy.
Exactly. Meanwhile, speaking of Lings, we do see Erik going for a bit of a run by as well. 3 SCVs are going to be going down. A Marine as well. Nice pickoffs here, and especially keeping that Marine count a little bit lower, just because we are going to be getting into those mutas.
Yeah, and mutas against 3cc Banshee. This is a bit of a counter build here. This can be very difficult to deal with, just because those Marines, they do start a lot later.
Yeah, exactly. They are that much more delayed. The amount of Marines that we're going to be having is that much less as well. And of course, these Banshees aren't going to have the best time against mutas. But here we go. They are going to be rushing across the map. Cloak did finish for Eternity. And yeah, we'll see if he can get any damage done here, as he's going to be slipping in towards the natural. Actually does rotate back around. And I think is maybe barely even spotted by those Overlords.
Yeah, it is just going to dip back around. Those Banshees haven't really been able to get too much done so far. It doesn't look like they've gotten a whole bunch of scouting either.
Exactly. They haven't really done much at all. They're going to be looking to take control of the Zelnaga towers for the time being, just keeping Erik in the dark. But Erik has been able to fully saturate his 3 bases. He's got a 4th on the way, and his first flock of mutas are out. Remember, Eternity hasn't seen any of this. He has no idea that mutas are soon about to be hitting the field.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him overreact a little bit to the potential of mutas against YoGer, and this time he is going to be, sending out a little bit early this Marine force, so he does get, sent for a bit of a loop, and he could be in a bit of trouble here. Not enough Marines here to fight these, and Erik immediately recognizes that, jumps on top of these units, should be able to take down the tank, might be able to take down the medevacs as well if they drop back, but we do see a quick stim getting himself back into position.
Yeah, 1 muta goes down before a lot of Marines as mutas rotate over towards the 3rd base. The turret does barely finish in time. It is going to force these mutas back as they pick up 3 SCVs and do delay the 4 CC.
Yeah, so these Marines are going to have a bit of a job ahead of them, running around trying to shoo away these mutas. Behind this, we see Erik going into his +1 melee, got that Bane speed on the way. A lot of Banelings being morphed in. This is very aggressive.
Yeah, Erik's staying at a 65 drone count here. He's pulling away the attention of these Marines. Another muta's going to get picked up. Erik has to be very careful with this army. Baneling speed's about to finish up, and the Ling Bane has been revealed.
Yeah, there we go. We are going to be diving on top of the Lings, trying to wrap around these Banelings, Marines, sorry. The Baneling's going to be chasing after the Marines on the right. And, not the best trades there. The Bane speed just kicks in not quite at the right time there for Erik, but he is still in an okay position. These Banshees being very annoying, though. 9 drones have gone down.
That's a lot of drones, mate. This was a bit of an anti-timing from Erik. He pushed in just before Baneling speed finished. These Queens are trapped. They were trying to deal with this Banshee, but the AI is derping around here in the main base, and the Marine counterattack is going to be laying siege upon this hatchery.
Yeah, the hatchery going to be going down. This is severely overstim bio, though. We could be losing a lot of this.
We'll see as we're going to try and hunt down these medevacs. The mutas are going to be able to pick off one of them, and the full medevac up.
It does go down. 3 medevacs, a lot of Marines as well. This is where things can start to get a bit scary for the Terran.
Yeah, 4 medevacs go down, and after all said and done, was it worth it? Erik did lose his 5th hatchery. He lost 9 drones. The Banshee was finally cleaned up. Finally, these Queens can kind of regain control of themselves. And Erik economically is hurting.
Yeah, he certainly is, and is very far behind in the upgrades as a result as well. So he does find himself almost in an all-in position here, but 2-2's about to finish for the Terran. 4th base is pretty much up and running. This is looking pretty dire for the Zerg right now.
It really is, as 1 tank goes down, but the mutas find their way into the production. Looks like he's going to be able to camp the production at least a little bit. Going to be able to maybe even delay this concussive shell. Does get the tech lab.
Yeah, takes out one of the tech labs. Not a huge pick-off, but it is definitely a little bit annoying.
Yeah, exactly. Not too impactful, not impactful as Stim or Combat Shields. Meanwhile, Thors are on the way. Widowmines as well.
Marines are trapped.
Oh no! Oh, the tech lab! There's no way out! And, bit of a cheeky Ling run by here as well. Just slips on in. He's going to be able to maybe get a worker. Guess not.
Yeah, just kind of pokes around, sees what's in position, doesn't
Medevac's
really
left.
see a whole bunch. Oh, the medevacs have left. If he doesn't notice this and he's just kind of F2ing around, this could be a little bit rough later on.
It really could be. So hopefully Eternity can realize what's been happening here, as a couple more Thor shots are going to be going off. Meanwhile, at the same time, Ling Bane is rolling on in, headed towards the mineral line.
Yeah, but the pool is going to be in time for Eternity. He does have that little gap for them to escape through. The mutas might be able to untrap themselves, but no, not quite.
Yeah, they're going to have to take some turret shots to the face. It looks like one. No, never mind. Mutas do manage to barely survive as they get the hell out of there. It looks like the Marines have been saved. The Rax was lifted.
Now the Rax is going on a journey.
Is headed on a journey. Meanwhile, we do see a big counterattack being set up here by Eternity.
Yeah, pretty big counterattack. There's just not that much at home for Erik. He is getting into his +2 attack, so it's going to be nice if he can have that finished up in time, but there's a lot of banelings here. There's so much anti-air back at home as well. These mutas pretty much dead supply right now.
Yeah, they are dead supply, and we do see just drops on the left-hand side. The push coming in from the right. The hatchery is going to be going down.
Yeah. Painful to watch.
Oh,
we do see a big surround coming out from Erik. Oh, huge mine shot though.
The mine shot is huge, and it looks like Eternity has just done enough here. It looks like these hatcheries are going to be going down. The drones as well, and this muta play from Erik just didn't work out in the end. He wasn't able to snowball the way that he would have liked, and Eternity, he's doing it.
Yeah, Bane Nest goes down, Upgrade goes down as well. These are little trickles of Lings, not going to be able to do too much. GG is called.
GG, well played. Eternity, Mini has done it for the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and they will be advancing on to the next round of the WTL qualifiers.
GG. Such.
GG. It is a little bit painful to see because, of course, we are the CranKy Ducklings. We wanted our boys to do well here, but yeah, Neo Humanity, it can sometimes be a bit of a rough map to play things out on. Erik was feeling pretty good about himself coming into this, and you know, maybe we would have seen something different if Erik was able to play out his initial build. If you remember, game when we started the initial lobby, you know, he was going for a very aggressive opener, but you know, things happened. He was forced to switch his gears, and GG.
Yeah, GG. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate, of course, but I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles, and they will be going on ahead here to face Mystery Gaming, one of the favorites in this bracket.
Yeah, exactly. So we wish Mickey Mouse Clubhouse the best of luck up against Mystery Gaming. Mystery Gaming did recently revamp their roster with some pretty big names, with players like DRG, Classic, and Nice, so it is going to be a tough ask to bring them down, but again, in that qualifying match, which is the next round, you will have a second life, so they will have another opportunity to keep on going into Code.
Oh my god, what is this Abydos team? Looks like the old NV.
It's NV, but like I think they got a new sponsorship, something like that.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah,
cool.
Big names.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god, so GG, well played to of course Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and my heart goes out to our players. Oh my god, yeah, Erik, he's checking the replay and he's seeing his queens derp in the natural when trying to deal with the Banshee.
Yeah, that was rough. A very frustrating moment, definitely.
GG. Oh god, but that is it for us for today. It's been a long broadcast. Again, for those who aren't native to Australia, which I think is most people watching, it is 3:20 a.m. in the morning, and we've been casting all night. Oh god, it's getting quite late here, and we will bid you adieu, but we will be back tomorrow because this was only day 1 of WTL, and day 2 is going to be continuing tomorrow. And even though the CranKy Ducklings aren't going to be here tomorrow, we will be casting some of the other teams instead. Asher, we got to follow Mia, right?
Yeah. I mean, I do kind of want to see Mystery Gaming.
It's true. We'll pick and choose tomorrow. We'll see what lines up for us. But yeah, we'll kind of let you know what we decide tomorrow as we do return with some more WTL casting. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in, for the support, for the bits that we got earlier as well. Again, unfortunately, there's only one qualifier, so the run of the CranKy Ducklings does end here. But we will keep on casting. We'll try and give you as much broadcast coverage as we can.
Yeah, exactly. There is plenty more fantastic action to come, and we'll be covering as much as we can.
There we go. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. If you want to support the CranKy Ducklings, by the way, check out Reddit. We did recently make a post that we are coming back with 3 tournament series here on the CranKy Ducklings. It's going to be GPO, it's going to be TTT, and STC. 3 tournaments are coming back, and if you want to support them, Patreon in the chat to get a link to our Patreon page, where we have a bunch of goals set up and a bunch of ways to support us as well monetarily. So if you want to support the StarCraft scene, if you want to support the Taiwanese scene, the Chinese scene, the Oceanic scene, North American, Latin American, if you want to support StarCraft in general, then consider supporting the Patreon and supporting our tournaments. Consider it.
Yeah, always very much appreciated, and we do have a lot of players as well in the region that have been asking us all the time, when is it going to come back? When are we going to be able to play the GPO? And glad to be able to bring those tournaments back for them.
Definitely. And with that, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Asher, where can people find you? Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm just some guy. Maybe I'll stream sometime. I don't know. Probably not. Still not feeling it. It's getting closer, but it's not. Yeah. The moment's not right just yet.
The mood has to be correct. You know, you gotta get the lighting. You gotta get some candles going. Yeah.
You can't force it. You just. Anyway, that'll be twitch.tv/AsherBro. And where can they find you, Mr. Light?
I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. I stream throughout the week. Just some Zerg gameplay. I'll try not to smooge. I'll try and bring you some Zerg gameplay. But if you're only interested in the casting, CranKy Ducklings all over the place. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have a YouTube channel where we post all of our VODs. And we have a Discord server where you can interact with us. And of course, the Patreon as well. So CranKy Ducklings everywhere. We don't just have our pro team that competes, but we also run tournaments and we cast a lot of StarCraft as well. So if you enjoyed it, then consider dropping by again next time.
Hell yeah.
Ash, do you have anything you want to say before I head out for the night?
I'm so tired. Get me out of this.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in less than 24 hours for day 2 of the WTL qualifiers.
Oh yeah.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.